Hi, this is Hema with Jivaso, and today we are going to be seeing a few videos as a mini series on the topic meat processing industry. So when I actually had this idea, I just thought I can quickly do a single video, but then I realized the more and more I dived into the various subtopics and the segments and the operational infrastructure of this industry, I just felt like maybe we can do a quick mini series of videos, and I'll be posting the other two parts of the series here so you can watch them. And so let's get back to the topic, the meat processing industry. To be very honest, almost all the sub business types in the food and beverage industry, they're all super complicated. It's not like any other industry. You have perishables, you're dealing with perishables, and since these are also items that are directly consumed by people, you have a lot of stringent rules and regulations and a lot of compliance requirements to meet. So when it comes to the meat processing industry, that's super dynamic. And to be very honest, the meat processing industry, it was not where it was 10 years ago. And with rising demand for transparency and the need to stay ahead of various concepts like veganism and flexitarian trends and calls for more sustainable and ethical sourcing practices, it's not just about processing meat anymore. And your business is actually dealing with a lot of modern problems now, and modern problems require modern solutions. So that means building an operational infrastructure that doesn't just keep the floor moving, but keeps your business compliant, cost efficient, and forward looking. So in this video, we are going to break down what that really looks like, from lot traceability and cold chain monitoring to demand planning and profitability by cut. So whether you're in the processing, packing, or exporting meat, this is about staying ahead and not just staying with the flow. Now let's look into the business and technical requirements of this industry. So this is the operational infrastructure of a food and beverage industry for any sub business type that looks like, and this list is actually catered to the meat industry. So if we look at it, you have first up your sourcing and procurement management, and this is one of the integral parts of this industry. And responsible sourcing is no longer just optional. Whether you're working with regional farms, regenerative ranchers, or third-party certifiers, you need procurement tools that track vendor compliance, animal welfare certifications, and environmental impact. So this is not just about good ethics. Beyond that, it's also about your brand requirement. And then you have inventory and materials management, and this is one of the most important part of almost any industry out there. And when it comes to meat industry, it's not like we are handling cereal boxes. So inventory means more than counting pallets. Inventory in the meat industry, it's not just about how much do we have. It's actually about what cut, from what animal, processed on which line, stored at what temperature, and for how long, and by lot, by expiry, and even by yield. So there's no room for guesswork here. Plus, if you're working toward sustainability certifications, you will need a traceability that backs up your claims, down to how long a product was in cold storage. And then you have your order configuration and management. So customers now, they care about more than just specifications. They still want 85 part 15 ground beef in exact case weights, but they also ask if that is from a grass-fed source. Is it certified humane? So you need a system that actually configures complex orders like this and applies the right labels and filters by attributes like organic or sustainable sourcing. So this is not just about staying organized or having the right products in the right place. This is also about staying safe and staying compliant with the regulatory authorities. And then you have your process automation and workflow control. So workflow automation is about consistency, it's about traceability, and it's about speed. So you need to have your entire supply chain under your control, making sure that you're also scalable. So whether it's certifying humane slaughter, automating packaging line checks, or digitizing certain carbon emissions data, the right system keeps operations lean and transparent. And then you have your quality and warranty management. And one quality slip, whether it's contamination, mislabeling, or failed audits, it can really damage the trust instantly. So if you add in the rising vegan advocacy, and you are under a spotlight. So your ERP should digitize checks, automate recalls, and maintain transparent records that show you're operating with integrity. And then you have service management. So if you provide equipment, transport pins, or refrigeration units to your partners or clients, their reliability affects your product's integrity too. So with higher expectations around carbon impact, service management must include preventive maintenance and energy efficient performance to keep your business sane there. And then you have demand forecasting and budget planning. This is one of the most integral parts. I mean, it's not, we can't really predict. When it comes to the meat industry, it's not only about predicting the demands, because demand is constantly shifting, it's actually changing. And with the rise in veganism and flexitarianism, demand for premium ethically sourced meat is also growing. So your forecasting tools should not only talk about the historical sales, it should actually blend historical sales data with trend tracking, so you're not overproducing commodity cuts while missing out on opportunities in a different source. Which means, so this particular demand forecasting does not only mean that you're going to keep track of your demand when it rises, but it also means that you're going to stay scalable and still profitable even when the demand is low. And then comes your profit and cost tracking. So this is an integral part of any business. To stay profitable in a value-driven market like meat industry, you need a real cost visibility. That means calculating yield losses, labor time per cut, transport costs, and even carbon offset expenses. That helps you make strategic decisions. And then you have admin, HR, and compliance tools. The rising scrutiny on food ethics, animal welfare, and workplace conditions, your back office tools must be solid too. That means digital HR for labor tracking, safety records, training certifications, and compliance logs for environmental or welfare audits, because you need to have a clear idea of what are the training sources that your employees have gone through, and you need to have proper tools to back them up. So these are the things that you really need to focus, and these are the things that your ERP should be focusing on. So it's about compliance and safety, it's about operational control, your financials and forecasting, the data visibility, your workforce and resource management. So in the next video, we'll be focusing on all these topics individually, and I'll be walking you through all of them. So I'm really excited to get you started on the next part. So don't forget to watch the second part of this video. And if you're looking to scale your business with ERP, please make sure you click the link in the description below to book a consultation call with us, and our team would love to help you with that. And if you really like all of these videos that I'm posting here, please make sure you're subscribing to this channel so that you're not missing out on any important updates that we're posting here. Let's build smarter systems together. Bye.